I'm going to show you how to make my Tarte Tatin. There are lots and lots of different ways of making this. If you go online, look in umpteen cookbooks, everybody seems to have a different interpretation of it, but this is how I do it, and this is a way of making it so you can actually refresh it and reheat it the next day, and it holds its texture and doesn't fall away like mushy. I've got a cast iron pan, very important. I've got 250 grams of caster sugar in the base of this pan and 100 grams of unsalted, really good quality butter. This is going to go on the cooktop with about 9 organic apples that I've peeled and halved, and very, very tightly pack them together because they do disintegrate during the cooking process. Very, very important. So keep that in mind. This is the boring bit, taking the skin off the apples, and we must core them and get rid of any pips and then cut them in half. So 8 to 9 of these, please. So we're on the stove now. You can see the way I've placed the apples where the smooth side is on the base of the pan, and the reason for that is when you do turn out the Tarte Tatin, you get that lovely effect on the pastry. So we've got another 30 minutes to go, and I'll come back to you to show you the colour that's required before you take it off and just cool it down. So this is the dark caramel that you're looking for. You don't want it looking yellowy, it's got to go this colour. Take it off though, because I say it will burn and then be very bitter. So this is going to be cooled down now at room temp and then popped in the fridge for about an hour. Okay, while the apples are in the fridge cooling down with the caramel, I've got some bought puff pastry here. I use creme, it's got a lot thicker texture to it than buying Borgs or Pampers. And I'm going to use this as a template, and I'm going to cut around this a lot larger than the actual circle that you see. And this is going to, it doesn't have to be perfect, this is going to form the top of the Tarte Tatin, which will eventually be on the bottom of it when we pop it in the oven. So I'm going to show you how to put that on the tart in a minute. So I've taken this out of the fridge, and you can see that the caramel has solidified. It has turned into a toffee, but it's not burnt. I'm going to now pop the pastry on the top, which I cut earlier, and you have to tuck this in, and I'm going to use a spoon, tuck this all the way around. This is going to go on the cooktop for another 10 minutes, very low heat, and I'm going to transfer it into the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 35 minutes. So you can see it's quite a process to make a Tarte Tatin. You will need to pop a couple of breathing holes in the top as well before you pop it on the stove. So that's going on the stove now, as I say, and then we're popping it in the oven. So on the cooktop now, you can see that the caramel is starting to bubble around the edge of the pan, and this is the time to stick it in the oven, 200 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes, 200 degrees Celsius, as I say. So let's see what happens next. Okay, we're out of the oven. It's still got heat to it, but I've let it sit for about 20 minutes. Now I'm going to pop this over the top. Normally, if you make this at home, you put this on a plate, but this is going to a customer, so it's going in the foil. You turn it over and hope you don't burn yourself. And here's the reveal. Okay, I've turned it out. I'm sorry I had to turn the phone off a little bit, but there it is. And that's really easily refreshed and reheated in your oven, 200 degrees C, preheated for about 10 minutes. And you'll still retain the crispiness and the caramelization. It's absolutely delicious. So if you can't be bothered to make it yourself, contact me and I will make one for you. Lots of love. Have a great weekend. Bye.